Hiya folks, welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. This is the Sky Island Eternal Winter, Eternal Day playthrough, plus lots of other mods. It's a whole big thing. Look at the first episode if you don't know what I'm talking about. We went through it all then. But yeah, this is episode 3. We are... we're doing pretty well. We've got enough clothes that we're not going to freeze to death. We've got not we've probably not got high quality enough clothes that we can afford to fight like this. At least not very much. We've also got very few skills for fighting. But yeah, we managed to find a vehicle. We drove it over to the warp exit, and then we ran out of charge in the vehicle, so we can't use that anymore. um, but yeah, we went up and I think we went into the clothing store and the end of this urban city block, and we looted a whole bunch of useful stuff. And now, because we've got plenty of time left on the timer, I think we're going to go over here to this strip mall and start at the bottom and see if we can work our way up and see what we can find. Um, we are going to be limited in how much stuff we can carry, so we've only got 2 messenger bags, and each of those can take 15 litres and 18 kilograms, which isn't as much. Like if we had a proper giant high volume hiker's backpack, that would be like, we'd have like 80 litres that we could carry. So yeah, maybe we could find something like that at the strip mall. If not, we're going to have to start making some hard decisions about what we're going to take and not take. And yeah, we also need to be aware of all these wasps are right here. Um, like we don't want to be coming back and having to do a lot of inventory management where those wasps can reach us, in case they take an interest and decide that we would be a tasty meal for their queen or whatever. Um, and also, yeah, there's also some other stuff kicking about over here. I don't know. I don't know if these would ever get hostile. Um, so yeah. That's a problem for future us because yeah, that's a problem for when we come back. So let's just head over in the general direction. It's not as far away as I kind of thought it was going to be. But let's see. Can we see any zombies? I want to get inside so that we're hidden in the dark. Uh, yeah. Okay. So I think there's zombies up here, and I think they all kind of wandered up towards the city because zombies tend to congregate. There's also spawns of like fake NPCs, which are like monsters, but they're like futile fighters or gawky guardians, or like they're supposed to represent people who are fighting against the zombies or running away from them. So they spawn in cities, and that's probably where all the zombies went to chase those. Or they could be hiding in the dark at the back of the store to kill us. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I guess this is a dive shop. Let sandals and swim fins and flip flops and diving boots and fur boots. I guess that doesn't fit the theme, but okay, right. So it's another shoe shop. But this one has some socks and stuff as well. This is like like a non-specialist shoe shop. Um, so yeah, I think we need to go around and have a look at these. So I'm pretty sure anything that's a set of heels, we're not going to touch because the encumbrance on those would be huge. So we don't need to go up this side at all. Here, dress shoes. Steel-toed boots or western boots might be okay. Let's just go up and have a look. We'll have a look at them in our advanced inventory management. So the western boots are the only ones that fit us. What do they give us? 20 warmth. We've already got sneakers that give us 20 warmth, and they have much less encumbrance, so I don't think we need that. The steel-toed boots give us 30 warmth for only 10 encumbrance, and have some pretty decent armor. Like they're pretty tough, so I think we want to wear those. Let's take off our sneakers. I don't want to drop the sneakers because we'll take them back to the island, and then if we die and lose our steel-toed boots, we can wear the sneakers again instead. And let's have a look. Combat boots, 25 encumbrance, 25 warmth, 6 encumbrance. Let's take those with us. I don't think I think they're just about as good as our steel-toed boots, but they're kind of colder. Okay, now we're talking. We're gonna take all of these fur boots. We don't have space for them. We're gonna wear our messenger bag. We're gonna take off our steelies, and wear a pair of fur boots instead, because that'll do great things for our feet. The heat of our feet will be neat. So yeah, and we're gonna take as many pairs of that as we can carry, so that we have backups. It's really good in this mod to have backups because, yeah, there's every chance that in a future expedition we're gonna die and lose all our stuff, including what we're wearing. Diving socks, interesting. These cover close to the skin, do they? So I think if let's wear those. Wear the diving socks. Take off the regular socks. Does that cause a conflict on our feet? Okay, so we're wearing some thermal electric socks. We need to take off the thermal electric socks as well. And I think that, yeah, okay, so our feet are toasty warm, but they've only got the encumbrance isn't super high. So yeah, I'm happy with that. We don't care. We don't care about swim fins. I don't think. Like if we definitely knew we needed to cross a river in any given warp expedition, we could bring swim fins to help us swim across. But there's no way to know in advance that that's going to be the case. So we don't want to take them every time. We don't want to have to take them every time just in case. Thick diving boots, yeah, no, they're not as good as the fur boots that we already have. What do we have here? Just boots, thigh high boots. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if we didn't have warm like trousers or leg clothing, those would be a potential decent alternative. Yeah, and we're back to sandals and dress shoes and stuff. They're not worth the encumbrance, and this is long strings and socks, I guess. So the long strings, I guess, are supposed to represent laces. I'm pretty sure there isn't like an actual item that's laces, so I'm not sure why it's just string we're getting there. And what else do we want? Let's see what's in the cash register. We still can't take the register itself, but yeah, we need. Let's look at that upgrade that needs cash. So we need a Food Place loyalty card, and apart from that, we've got everything we need. I don't think there would be. One of those in here. In fact, we'll just take all of it. That just opens. I guess it was locked from the other side. Or locked for people on the other side. That was a jet injector. Injects. I guess that's for injecting drugs. Sure. Do we want juice? Let's take a jam sandwich, and the clean water and the mineral water are good options. The like cola stuff isn't as good for your hydration, so we're not going to bother with that. And then this is just toilets, I guess, right? I guess it's a staff toilet. Do we want a bathroom scale? I'm going to disassemble it For Clockworks, no, I don't care about. I don't really care about Clockworks. I guess we could probably use it for something sometime at some point, but not right now. Uh, Bookbinders are kind of interesting because if we had paper, we could put paper in there and then we could copy recipes to it. But I would much rather get like a smartphone and or a laptop or a tablet PC and take photos of the books. That we could do that. That's probably a better option. We'll take the memory cards for we don't have anything to read them yet, but when we do, there might be recipes and stuff on there. I'll take the shopping bag just for that. And this is interesting. See how it's blue? It's an artifact. This is going to be from Xedra Evolved. A box full of glassberries. When you get distracted, you find yourself crunching them in your mouth. Each one tastes like a mouthful of blood that slowly changes to espresso. Okay. This essentially lets us learn a spell called Blood Boil. In fact, what we can do is we can hit the read button and do. It's too dark. Okay, it's too dark to read. Maybe we can't do that. So we'll take that with us either way. So the Xedra Evolved one is really like mystical. It's got lots of really mystical stuff. Like it's like X-Files style mysterious magical stuff that you don't really. It doesn't really have a logical internal stuff. Like it doesn't really have a consistent internal logic like Magiclysm spells do, where you're kind of spending mana to make a specific effect that's associated with your class. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how that goes. I've not got super far into that mod in my own time, and yeah, we need to. Yeah, it's been like 8 months or more since last time I played this game, and we're playing on an experimental that's probably a few weeks old. So there's probably a lot more stuff in there than last time I played. And yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. So let's get some battery chargers. That'll let us. So with the battery chargers. So remember we were talking about that engine and using it as a generator to recharge batteries. The battery chargers are another piece of that puzzle. We don't need any pens. We don't need we don't need scissors. We've got a couple of multi-tools that will have knives on them. So, oh no, this has got fabric cutting. Let's take that. Hole punching. We don't need a hole puncher or a stapler or anything like that. I think we're done here. In theory, we could go out that back door, but we couldn't get back in the back. I think it's locked from the inside, so we would have to just come straight back in here and round to the front door of the next shop. We'll go out wide a little bit. Oh, okay, this is interesting. This is an electronics shop, so I don't want to walk like right up here to the window and suddenly find out there's a zombie right on the other side of it. So we're coming out a bit wide so we can see our sight lines. Is that a sign? What does the sign say? The Jewels Electronics on Unlimited. Okay, fair enough. So that's a smartphone. I don't think we can't pick that up because it's in a display case. What we could do is just smash the display case. Do we want to do that? Let's not do that. I think we're probably getting quite close to where the zombies are going to be. So maybe we don't want to do that yet. Maybe we'll grab all we can that isn't. We'll grab all the things we can get that are not locked up in a case, and then we'll start smashing stuff. So let's get the tablet PC. We don't need 3 laptops, but we do. In fact, let's unload a couple of those laptops. We want the batteries, even though one laptop would be fine. Maybe later when we start crafting stuff, we'll want a couple of laptops to disassemble to get stuff from. But right now we're fine. Microwave, yeah. There's no. I mean, Yeah, it's not worth carrying something that bulky around. So what do we have here? We've got an e-ink tablet PC. There's a power storage CBM. Oh yeah. I mean, it's going to be a long time until we can use that, but as soon as we get access to an auto dock, we can get that implanted in our body. So bionics are like you can find bionics are super rare, um, but if you and like even if you find a really good bionic, usually you can't even use it unless you have a way to generate power and store power within your body. So a power storage CBM is a really good find, even though it doesn't really do anything on its own. It's incredibly useful to have access to if and when we find more bionics that actually do things. Some of them are passive and don't need power, but they I'm not going to try and pronounce that. That's some sort of religious thing, not exactly within my area of expertise. So there's also you can use that to meditate. Okay. Um, Pearl and gold earrings. You can disassemble that for a pearl, which I think we're going to need later. Wool gloves. Yeah, I will take some wool gloves. I'll take the silver neck and the watch. Uh, there's a lot of really expensive stuff in these lockers back here. We want to wear the wool gloves. What's the maybe we don't 20 encumbrance. What are we currently wearing on our hands? Um, yeah, so we so we've only got like 3 encumbrance on our hands, and that's like sufficient for now. So we're not going to bother with the wool gloves. If the temperature drops, those will be handy to have access to. Because even though it's in the middle of winter, it's not going to. The weather will fluctuate. So yeah, there's nothing here that we really need. I think we've already got tons of steak knives, so we're not going to bother with any more of those. What's in the freezer or the fridge? Juice, a banana. Bananas get really. I think. Yeah. Okay. So they're. If I remember correctly, bananas, if you freeze them then unfreeze them, they take a quality hit. So maybe we won't take that banana. Uh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was a distraction from the actual electronics part. So it looks like, yeah, this whole line is all copper wire. We can use some of that. This whole line is all display cases. Um, so yeah, apart from the bits at the end, so we can get a voltmeter. I don't know what we would use that for. I think we might need that for like a recipe or something. But yeah, loads of electronics. A portable soldering iron that'll be really handy going forward. There's a lot of stuff we can do with that. And we'll go in here. Amplifier circuit. We need that. We need 5 of those for one of our things. An extension cord will be really good for the new appliance system, which I've not really played with, but yeah. A mop? Oh right, okay, we can't take the mop. It's too big for us. We're really running out of space now. So yeah, what else? We might have to start picking and choosing what we take with us. We haven't found any new bags. I was hoping we'd find like garbage bags and we could load those up with stuff, or like load one of those up, and carry it with our hands. Can we? Maybe in fact, actually, what happens if we wheeled a bucket, like a giant bucket? Where's the bucket? Large plastic bucket. Can we now put stuff in the bucket? Can we put the no. Insert. Marbles. Yeah, okay. That'll get so the mop's still too long to fit in there. Um, but yeah, hand crank charger. In an emergency, we can use time and effort to charge up batteries with that, I guess. Uh, yeah, that's about all we need there. Lots of looting. Like, if you're not a fan of watching me look around stuff to loot, this probably isn't the series for you because that's a giant part of this game. Heavy disposable battery. Oh yeah, there's loads of good stuff in here. Like I don't think there's I don't think we'll be using heavy batteries anytime soon, but that's high value loot in general. So flashlights, yeah, sure. Uh, oh, okay. Can we? I don't think. I think these have been changed. Um, yeah, you can't load a. These used to use a medium battery, but it looks like now you can't do that anymore. You can only plug it in and use it as an appliance. Like it's kind of realistic, right? You don't generally encounter coffee makers that are battery powered, um, like at least not the kitchen appliance type. So maybe we want that. We'll chuck that in our bucket. Toasters are really good because they give us heating elements, and heating elements are useful for something. I don't remember. There was something that was really something you can make that is really good that needs heating elements. I remember a while back playing a game where I was just running around grabbing every toaster and hairdryer that I could find. um, this one again, all these appliances, yeah, you can't just load a battery in them and use them. So let's grab that. That's heavy but not big. I mean, it's kind of big, but it's not that. But it's much heavier than it is big. So books, pretty much any time we find a book, we're gonna take it. Uh, what's in here? Tablet PCs, microwave, and they're oh, okay. They're not actually they're not in display cases. So unload that tablet PC so we can take the battery. Um, yeah, there's nothing in the cash register. No cash left on the premises overnight, I guess. Um, yeah, okay. So now we get to decide: are we going to start smashing stuff? Advanced AR glasses. I don't know what they do. I feel like someone added those and they do some like fancy stuff, but I don't know what that stuff actually is. We don't care about MP3 players. They're easy to get from zombie corpses. So let's drop the bucket first. I don't want to break that and have to go find the other one that was through there. And we'll just like punch it. Okay, glass breaking. So there is a chance when you do this that we're, there is yeah there's a chance that when you break these it sets off an alarm and um like a robotic security thingamajig comes and bothers you. But that's fine. We can just run away from it. Yeah, sure. Drop our bucket again. Smash that. Wield the bucket. Where is it? There it is. And yeah, smartphone with full battery. That's a good find. Um, Smartphones use a special charging system, which which is like usually in the game reserved for military equipment, but somehow every smartphone is also used as that, but only smartphones as far as civilian stuff goes. Um, I think we're done. Like we could have a look in this shop and see what's in there. What type of shop? Oh, hang on a minute. That's not. Okay, never mind. We're going in here. This is a. This would appear. This is an outdoor shop. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we need a lot of stuff that's in here, and I'm hopeful that let's just look at items, see what's around us. Like there's bows and arrows and stuff in here. Look at that. What I really want is a giant backpack, like a super sized backpack. Because yeah, we're going to be limited in what we can take unless there's some sort of container, some sort of backpack for us to take. I don't see one yet. I really want the hexamine stove, or the mess kit, depending on how many batteries or hexamine, or how much hexamine we can get. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we haven't found. It could be that the backpacks are stored way back here. Who, yeah, who has like an outdoor supply store and doesn't sell backpacks? What sort of choice is that? Why? What are you doing? No, I mean we'll come back in here and see what there is if we can find a backpack. Like, cause I would like that brazier to make fire in up without risking the fire spreading. I would like, yeah, hiking boots, tank top, a book that'll teach us how to use swords. A runner pack. I mean, it's better than nothing. 7 liters of extra storage. More large plastic buckets. Yeah, okay. Let's wear that runner pack. And I guess let's take some BBs. I think we can. I think later on we'll be able to craft with that. And then we'll take the long rope. I think we can like attach. I think we can store like like a spear type thing in there. We want any book that we haven't already read, which is all the books right now. We want to unload the radio. I don't care about getting the radio, but I want the battery. Yeah, let's see, what have we got? Swim fins. We've already seen all this stuff in the other shop, so we don't care about any of that. We do want. I'm really, yeah, I'm really annoyed that there's no backpacks here. um, yeah, maybe let's look over here and I'm just gonna take a quick look and then come back for stuff later on. Maybe dehydrated fruit, right? Caffeine. We don't need caffeine pills or calcium pills. We don't. We could use some antiseptic. Cough syrup. It's useful if you run into a smoker zombie, but I don't think it's useful enough. I don't think that's common enough that you want to be carrying it around all the time, which is a bit annoying. Now, antibiotics are very useful, and we also need that for one of our upgrades. I think we're doing okay for food. I think, yeah, I don't think I want to sacrifice any storage space for food. Um, yeah, this is lots of. That's a lot of arrows. Do we even? Is there a bow? Like before I decide I'm gonna take all these arrows and bow modifications, I want to find out if there's actually a bow for us to take. Yeah, okay, so there is. I don't know if this is even a good idea though. Like like these all take arrows, so getting arrows would be good. But range damage 10 times 1.5. I think the 1.5 is for our strength. Is 15 damage, assuming that we've got a wooden broadhead arrow. So compare that to the recurve bow, 9 damage. Uh, and what's the dispersion? Even chance of a good hit at range 1. Even chance of a good hit at range 2 for precise. So they're almost identical in terms of accuracy. But this one's got more range and damage. So I don't. I think the problem is this is 150 centimeters long. We can't pick that up. Whereas the recurve bow, you can wear that. You can hang it on your back. Then the short bow. is, yeah, so it's less damage, less accuracy, less useful. So let's just wear a modern recurve bow. I don't know if we're ever going to use it. There are crossbows around here. There's a pistol crossbow, but this is another display case. That's a potion of healthiness. Okay, yeah, okay. So let's grab as many arrows as we can. Oh no, they're all too long, aren't they? 76 centimeters long. 76 centimeters long. We can't store that. Like, it would be really good if the game was smart enough that we could just dump them ends down into our bucket, but it's not going to let us do that. Right, okay. I don't want the bow anymore then. So let's get rid of that. Yeah. Unless there's like a quiver somewhere. Is there a quiver? I don't think there was. I think we would have noticed that if we'd seen one. Tear gas sprayer, tin snips, plastic canteen, pin reamer, like all of this stuff's really good. We're gonna run out. Yeah. So yeah, we're abandoning the plan for taking any of those bows. There was like a couple of crossbows, but there's no bolts for crossbows. So yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about that. But the hacksaw, I want the hacksaw. I want basically everything in these display cases. So let's get those in a second. We want to go over and grab all these books first. Alpha Male, let's go down so we can see which ones we already have. We don't want duplicates. Outdoor, I think that, did we just pick one of those up? Outdoor, yeah, okay. Plastic and polymers, we want one of those. There's no chance we're going to have enough space for one of those braziers, so we can deal with that later on. So now we get to drop our bucket and start smashing stuff again. Smash. And we're getting a bit closer to the town, so I'm a little worried that this is going to be us making noise that is going to draw some unwelcome attention. But yeah, entrenching tool, flashlight, hammer, hexamine stove, sure. I would have liked there to be more hexamine than there is, but you take what you can get. Paint chipper, sure. Light amp goggles, why not? Handsaw, we've already got a crank charger. Pin reamer, screwdriver, tear gas sprayer. Yeah. So zombies are immune to tear gas. They just don't care. So but we can't carry it. But like ferals are not, and animals obviously are not. So I guess we'll have. Okay, we can't carry a rope. Okay, we're done. We've filled up all our bags now. We can wear the rope, and we can wear the canteen, and then we can take those with us. Yeah. So we're gonna have so the tear gas sprayer. We're gonna have some choices to make about how likely we feel it's gonna be that we're like there's a very good chance that we're never gonna have an opportunity to even use that. Yeah, we're overburdened, we're carrying too much stuff for our strength. All that's gonna do is like give us a little bit of pain and maybe that. So the snow glare, we're wearing something that should mitigate that a bit, but I think it's maybe not enough. A pair of fit over sunglasses. This clothing keeps the glare out of your eyes, but it's not doing it. I wonder if we need like full on snow goggles for that to take effect. But anyway, Water Strider 7 tiles to the south. Is that hostile? Okay, it's tracking us. So if we just get out of sight, it'll not bother us. I'm going to close there. So a lot of like zombies are hostile all the time, but stuff like animals is often like a bit territorial, but not overtly hostile at all times. So you can go near them, and they'll start tracking you and getting a bit wary. But if you leave, they'll not bother you. But if you get too close, they will attack. And generally, that's not a great thing for anyone involved. Okay, so yeah, we've got way more stuff than we can take. I think we're giving up on taking the toolbox because that would need to be held in our hands. We want the dream drop. Let's grab a few of the small things, the things we definitely want. I am surprised that we could carry that engine, but we definitely want all the books. Okay, yeah, we're way out of. We are way out of capacity. Do we have something we can wear that has capacity? Another rope, I guess. A leather belt. Let's just wear a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, let's just wear like a bunch of stuff that's in our inventory so that it's not taking up space in our inventory. Wool gloves, yeah. Let's wear some sheet. Oh, actually, I've got an idea. Makeshift sling. Let's make 2 of those out of those sheets. Drop the bucket. Wear the slings. Can you wear a plastic bag? Okay. I didn't know you could do that, but that's what we're gonna do. And wear our knee pads, and we're gonna wield that bucket again. Something you're wearing. Okay, right. So we're not really wearing. We're not wearing the plastic bag. We're like wielding it in one hand, in our off hand, and the bucket needs to. Yeah. We need to hold the bucket in 2 hands. Large plastic bucket. Okay, so that, like, we want the kettle, we want the smartphone case, and we might as well include the smartphone because it's going to be the same size either way. Flashlights. Yeah, okay, so we've got like 138 litres worth of capacity now, which is. Can we just take everything? Apparently. Awesome. And yeah, that's us. Back to the island. We've returned home successfully. So this is something I was going to say. You've earned 50 material tokens for your success. So one of the progression things, one of the upgrades we're going to try and do are these tools, the infinity ore thingamajigs, which we can't do yet. We'll be able to do those later. But once we've got those, we can then start making materials. So for example, we can make a stick out of 1 material token as long as we have that tree nearby. And that's like the mods, the latest update of the mod. That's the solution for like building buildings on the island, because you can't take home enough materials to build an entire building just by carrying stuff around in a backpack. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with that. Let's just drop all the things. We'll sort it all out later. We're already feeling really cold. We could really use another hat, a better hat, especially a windproof one. And we're also wearing a whole bunch of stuff. Apparently we managed to fit a book in our plastic canteen. And it won't let us just drop it. So I guess we'll drop the canteen. In fact, we'll drop the makeshift slings, the messenger bags, the ropes, all the stuff that we aren't gonna kind of keep. We'll drop the wool gloves because they're the ones that are kind of overkill for our encumbrance. The runner pack, the the blazer, and the cargo pants. In fact, we'll keep the cargo pants and we'll drop the khaki pants because those have less storage. And yeah, we'll drop the bandana, unfortunately. In fact, maybe we won't, and maybe we will cover our head with that instead, and that gives us like three extra, three extra warmth on our head. And yeah, we're struggling. We can't stay up here like this. Our feet are fine, but everything else is not. And yeah, we're gonna have to go. So that pair of fur boots is like a savior. Where's our feet? Excuse me. Yeah, a pair of fur boots will absolutely save our feet, and then the diving socks. Between the two of those, they're that's 90 warmth, and it's still not enough to get above zero up on our island where the wind is so high and cold. So ideally we would be able to get fully suited up in fur stuff and like sweatshirts and like multiple layers of very warm clothing, because otherwise like I think, have we even, so we still haven't gotten all the things we need for any. We're kind of close to a couple of them. In fact, we could probably disassemble a couple of things for the scrap metal and like break a few rocks to get this done, but we can't spend 15 minutes building this or we'll freeze to death, which is a shame because we'd quite like to have a bunker entrance, because as soon as we've got that whole problem goes away. So I think in the next episode we're basically just gonna go straight back down on another expedition. We're not even gonna change clothes. We're not even gonna take anything with us apart from a couple of bags. In fact, let's wear a messenger bag and then take another one with us. And yeah, that's literally, okay. Last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna add a personal zone to unload everything, detach stuff, detach mods. 20, always unload there. Cool. Okay, and what that's going to do, that zone is going to make it so that we save changes, so that anything that's under us or within one tile's radius of us, we can go unload nearby containers and just unload all of them. And yeah, that took almost no time at all, and we're already down to very cold. We're already starting to freeze to death. And that'll take everything out of our bucket and stuff. So it also took all the batteries out of everything. So yeah, I want to look. I'm getting distracted by stuff, but this item will get broken by water. This item will get broken by water. I don't think it matters if it's. I think that only matters if you like dive underwater with that in your inventory. It doesn't matter. I don't think rain or snow affects that at all. But that's fine. So yeah, I think we're good. Being on your own makes you feel good. What's our morale looking like? Spent some time alone. Plus 10. Cold -2. We're doing good there. That affects our focus, which affects how much we can learn. Yeah, okay, I'm just waffling now. I think I think we're done with this episode. We got a lot of useful stuff, but we've got a few barriers to actually making any progress, and the only way to do any good at this point is to go straight back down and try and find better clothing. Uh, so yeah, that'll be the next episode. Um, that that yeah, that'll be the next episode. Um, Looking forward to seeing you there. Hope you have a good day. Cheers.